Rock and roll. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Simon Cry here from Smarter Marketers. Today, I want to share with you some really cool stuff. I'm calling it the 2020 Blueprint for Digital Marketing. So stick around. I think you'll really like it and get a ton of value out of a call like this and a live session like this. Let me just go and share my screen with you guys, and we can kick off and get started. Super excited for today to spend some time with you and show you the new model that we've got cooking up here. Oh, there's my coffee machine for those of you who care. Let me just open a quick page here. So this is a clean page. This is the model I want to show you. Looks like we're live, and that's all very cool. I want to show you a new methodology that Tim and I have been working on to help you grow your business. It's a particular model that we reference from, and I was just talking with a client who's onboarding. At the center and the heart of our business is this whole idea of clients every day, or this could be scale or grow your business, right? So whatever, and we do that through a number of different ways. I'll just make the pen a bit bigger here. The first way is we look at lead generation. I'll just write lead gen, and then lead nurture is the second component of the whole process of the blueprint. And then lastly is lead conversion. Now I'll tell you why these are all important in just a sec. Well, basically, if we don't have any lead generation, then we don't have any conversations, right? So that's not a cool setup. No conversations. If we don't have any lead nurture, then we don't have anyone who knows who the heck you are and why you're so good. So then if you don't have any lead nurture, you're pretty much unknown, right? And if not unknown, you've made yourself known, but you're untrusted because you haven't created much in terms of authority or why you're different in the marketplace, those sorts of components. Secondly, if you don't have any lead conversion, you don't have any money, right? A bit of a problem there. So we show you how to get both of those things, but there's a bit of a problem that we've seen in the digital marketing space, and I'll highlight it for you, that if you've got, for example, lead generation and lead nurture without any of the lead conversion, right? So just in this space here, I'll just wave my mouse over that, just over here. If you don't have any of that, then you've got wasted opportunities, right? And they're wasted because you haven't capitalized on them. So I'll just go to make that a bit smaller so I can write. So I'll just write wasted opportunities, wasted ops. Wasted opportunities there if you've got lead generation, lead nurture without any lead conversion. Similarly, if you've got lead nurture and lead conversion without any lead generation, then you've got a lack of opportunities, lack of ops, right? And lastly, if you've got, and this is where most digital marketing agencies they go straight from lead gen to lead conversion. And if you do that, then you've got missed opportunities, missed ops. And the reason why you've got missed opportunities, again, is because you're unknown and therefore untrusted. There's no social proof, there's no case studies. So let me break down the 3 different components for lead gen, lead nurture, and lead conversion, and see if it might help you set you up for a win in 2020. Firstly, if I look at lead gen, there's 3 different ways of generating leads online. And so if we look at the top here, the first way is organic. And you can do that through SEO, right? You can do that through maps. You can do that through citations. Citations meaning that anywhere where your business might be listed, your address, your website, your email address. For example, Yellow Pages would be a cool example of citation, right? So organic is one way, and paid is the second way. And obviously, if we're looking at paid strategies, then we're looking at things like Facebook would be an example of paid, Google AdWords, Google Ads. What else? You could have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a cool platform for lead generation. You could also have joint venture partners. You could buy lists, a ton of different ways that you could get into paid lead generation. And thirdly, this is a cool one, which a lot of businesses don't really utilize, and it's called earned. And for our American friends, we will write earned. Keep everybody happy. And the way you could do earned or earned lead generation is through, two different examples. Could be, say, an automated referral program. That would be cool. Automated referrals. Or you could have another way would be an automated reactivation. So if you had a client who's previously purchased from you, the automated reactivation campaign could get them to buy from you again. So they are the three ways or the three components of really good lead generation, right? So we settle them up for you. The second part is really, really a cool piece, and I think you get a lot of value out of it. The first component of lead nurture, we'll get to lead conversion in a sec, but the first component of lead nurture is what we call the golden window. The golden window simply is the time frame between when a lead comes into your system and when you actually contact them. And what our stats have found is that social media has kind of trained people to have the attention span of goldfish. All right, so meaning that if you don't get back with them either instantly or within 5 minutes with some form of touch point, then you'll see your conversions plummet quickly. In fact, a colleague of ours who runs an accountancy practice coaching program noticed that if he wasn't within that golden window of 5 minutes, his conversion rates went down 80%, right? I'm just going to write that there because it's staggering. If you don't have this piece in place, you're literally setting 80% of your money on fire on your ad spend, right? Just because you don't have the golden window taken care of, right? So that's the first part of the lead nurture idea. The second part, which is really exciting, is we call it rapid indoctrination. And indoctrination pieces can look like a number of things. They could be, you could have like a case study. That would be cool. Clients you've helped in the past. You could have a resource, or something that they could download, which is high value, right? It could be the 9 most expensive mistakes that people make when, I don't know, buying an investment property, or it could be when getting a divorce. If that's your market, if you're like an attorney or a legal firm specializing in divorce, that particularly if that's the space that you're in, that golden window with a high emotional input right there, they need to be taken care of and touched. There needs to be a touch point within that golden window, absolutely. Or if it's bankruptcy, divorce, or personal injury, in the case of a legal firm, that's super important that you get back to them really, really quick. Same with investment property. You want to quickly indoctrinate them, show them some case studies of people just like them, talk to them about why you are the expert in your industry, why you're different to everybody else, what makes you unique, and why would people choose you over the competition, right? So rapid indoctrination. And that could be, and we do, we set a lot of this up with our clients where it's all automated. So for example, the 5-minute window we could do, and the indoctrination we could do, it could be an email, which we set up as an automated sequence. So you might have 7 to 10 emails. You could have an SMS sequence, right? We have a few different SMS sequences. These could work in concert with each other. We also have automated voicemails, which is kind of cool. Basically, it would just go, and we program them too. So it can be, if it's after 8 o'clock at night, for example, we know not to make an automated voicemail, right? And so basically the way that works is we capture their email address, their mobile phone, and their name. And then we have, if it's before 8 o'clock at night, we have an automated voicemail go through. And that, what essentially does is it rings for like half a second on someone's mobile phone. And it says, "Hey, it's Simon here from Smarter Marketers. I just noticed that you've requested the free download for, the ultimate weight loss transformation," or something like that. Just wanted to let you know, check your email box. I'm going to send you an email, and Make sure it doesn't go to spam or junk mail because it may end up in that folder, but just be aware of it. What I'll do is I'll send you a text message with a link where you can download the free report as well, straight onto your phone. So all of a sudden, we've got a really cool campaign. You've sent them a voicemail, you've sent them an SMS and an email. You've got 3 really cool touch points in there right off the bat, working in concert together. Similarly, if we go back up here to the lead generation, the 2020 best practice blueprint is not just looking at something like Facebook, for example. It's not just focusing on there, but it's an omnipresent strategy. And so it might look like, let me just create some space over here. So it might be like if, say, someone is searching you on Google and they, let's just roll with something which might be a searchable term. If it's personal injury that they might have, or personally injured, let's just go with that. It's a personal injury type of case. That might be a really cool, Facebook isn't really going to be a platform. It's not really an interruption marketing kind of context. It's very much intent-based and it's very much search-based. So if you did a Google AdWords campaign around personal injury, what you would do is have an omnipresent retargeting campaign. So if you had your AdWords, thanks. If you've had your AdWords come across to a landing page, for example, and that's where they would get their free report with maybe, I don't know, maybe you've got a video there and they can get the free report. What we would also do is we'd put the Facebook pixel on this particular landing page. So we'd put your FB pics on there. And then what we could do is we could retarget them. My iPad is blowing up. Retarget these guys on the Facebook platform thereafter. So therefore, we're going to be stalking these guys around really cost effectively because it's a very small audience now who's come and visited your website. So we're speaking to qualified people who have at least put their hand up as some sort of expression of interest, if that makes sense. And now we can retarget them wherever they go. We can retarget them on Facebook. We can retarget them through the Google Display Ads network. We can sort of pretty much track them and stalk them all over the internet. So that's the cool way of this omnipresent retargeting for your business. All right, so in lead nurture, oh gosh, a couple of things. The last thing is, apart from rapid indoctrination, you want to have consistent follow-up. Is this good? Liking this? Hopefully this is making sense for you. I'm going to tell you why this is such a really, really powerful strategy for you. All right, so obviously when we're kicking off on something like this, it starts off here with the lead gen over to lead nurture, and then it goes from lead nurture to lead conversion. It's a little bit like if we were on a volleyball court and playing volleyball together. It'd be like the lead gen is the dig, right? And then the lead nurture sequence that builds authority, that's consistent, that takes advantage of the golden window, sets your business up to spike and score business. And so what we deliver to you in the lead conversion side of things are 3 different types of leads. All right, those leads in the conversion process are, firstly, they're, oh my goodness me, very thick. They are warm. They're warm appointments. No, sorry, apps. Warm appointments. They have appointments which have buying intent. And by the way, let me go back a little bit to the warm appointments conversation. The great thing about the lead nurture process as it relates to warming appointments is that it takes a 3 out of 10 prospect, and through your indoctrination series and your multiple touch points, your case studies, talking about why you're the experts in your field, it takes a 3 out of 10 cold prospect and warms them up to an 8 or 9 out of 10 prospect ready to be converted into a paying client. So that's what the lead nurture system does for your lead conversion. So warm appointments, buying intent, and pre-qualified. So what does pre-qualified mean? Pre-qualified means they have this, right? they have money to buy, right? So they have intent, they're warm, and they are ready to buy, and they're qualified with money cashed up. So the partnership that we form with our clients is pretty cool. We specialize in these two areas here. Yep, taking care of the lead gen and the lead nurture, and we're affecting the lead conversion, but ultimately that's the business's responsibility is this part. We just make sure that when we deliver the leads over to you, that they are really qualified leads with money who have buying intent to at least purchase for you or at least have a conversation. And we know that we can generate warm appointments, that we have everything working in place so that that all works together with an omnipresent, so your brand and your business looks like it is everywhere. Really efficiency without having really strong efficiencies without having to spend a ton of money to virtually be everywhere. You can kind of look like you're everywhere, but you're only appearing as being everywhere to people who are your actual target market. So really laser focused, efficient retargeting is the name of the game for 2020. Hope that helps you today on our YouTube live call. And if you've got any questions, you can go along, get a free appointment with us, and we can sit down, have a strategy session, talk about where you are, what you want to achieve, what maybe the options that you've got, opportunities that you have right now, what's working and what you can improve on. And the cool thing about when we sit down with a strategy session with a client and we talk about what's already working, often we can find gaps in play. And that means it costs them nothing to be able to add an extra 10, 20, even $50,000 a month in some cases to their bottom line. And then we have a look at what's not working, what's missing, and what we can put in place for you. For example, there's so much to say about automation when we deep dive and we put people on a journey, which is automated email sequencing with text messages, then to automated appointment scheduling. And then our platform that we've got is so smart that if prospects miss an appointment, for example, that can trigger an event, right? So a missed appointment triggers up a whole new series of emails, automated voicemails that says, hey, it's Simon here from Smarter Marketers. I noticed that you missed our appointment that we had scheduled. And look, I just want you to know, no hard feelings. We understand that life gets in the way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to text message you a new link where you can just reschedule another appointment. No big deal, we understand. So just go ahead and do that now. I'll send the link through. I'll also send you an email where you can also reschedule with us as well. All right, so yeah, that's all this automated thing. So what's really cool about the automated platform that we have is that we know that it takes at least 6 attempts of follow-up for a sale to be made. And we also know that most humans, most salespeople usually make 2 attempts before they give up, right? So 2 is not great when you need 6. So the cool thing about the automation is that it can manage and it can follow up with like Terminator-like consistency and efficiency so that it just sets your sales team up in a really strong position where they can do what they're great at. Not so much the follow-up, but talking to people, connecting with people and solving their problems and onboarding them as new clients for your business, generating new revenue. If we can help you with that, just go to smartermarketers.com. We'll give you a free audit session. We can have a talk to you about what we can do to maybe add value to your business in 2020. All right, thanks for tuning in and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.